Welcome everyone to BrayBerry Pictures Podcast, episode 9, where we will be talking about copywriting and the importance of it. The first thing I do whenever I write a script is I copyright it. I honestly can't remember which company I used for this last one, but I do have all the documentation of me actually copywriting it, the day, and then how long. Right now, I believe I got it for 10 years, and I believe you have to keep updating it. I'm not 100% sure on that, but you definitely want to make sure you get your work copywritten before you send it out, before you even talk about it to anyone. You want to make sure that you are covered and can't no one take your idea.
When you're going to, spend all this time doing a film and you go and premiere your film and someone goes, "Oh, like that's my property. You can't show that. Take that down." Well, you then have to take it down because you don't have permission. But if you go through the steps to get, approval to be on that private property and you have it in a written contract that says you're able to do that, and then they tell you to take it down, well, you don't have to because you have it in writing that you were able to be there and able to have this film. And then vice versa, say you're filming on public land and there's something in the background like a McDonald's logo because they have, those big advertisements that right out front on their front property. Well, because you're on public property, that falls under something called intended use, if I remember correctly. So because of that, it's like that's their fault that they put their logo there. You're on public property, so you can use that. But there is a little gray area there because if you try and like do something like slander with their logo, well then that doesn't work. So if they tell you to take that down, then you have to take that down.
Definitely make sure you have all your I's dotted, T's crossed, because that can be a big issue if you spend all your time um, shooting and doing what you need to do to make it look good, and then you don't even have the proper paperwork. Because there's a lot of film festivals that you have to you have to show your paperwork saying that you're able to film wherever you are filming at, that you're showing in that film. So you definitely want to make sure you communicate that to whoever owns the property and make sure they sign off on it, that you're able to do so.
It's the same situation with your talent. If they don't sign a talent release form saying that you can use their likeness on camera, well, and they tell you, after you make the film and they say, "Hey, I don't want to be shown on camera," well, then you have to take it down. But if you have the proper paperwork that they signed, then, they're out of luck and you get to play your film. It's just something to help cover yourself so you don't get screwed.
Right. And definitely all this paperwork, I scan everything. I have paper copies and I scan everything. And when I scan it, I actually send it to two different emails. So that way, if it get lost or something happened to one of the emails, I still have everything I need to prove that I'm able to use this person, I'm able to use this property. Just go those extra steps to make sure you're covered because you don't want to put in all that hard work and then you have to let it go. You have to reshoot just because you didn't get a signature.
Yeah, and another important thing that can be really annoying is at the end of the film, you're going to add your music. Well, you want to make sure that you're pulling, from royalty free music or you're paying for a license for the music because if you just pull generic music and somebody owns it, they can basically have your audio muted because you don't have the rights to what's on the audio track. So it's really important that you could easily hire someone to create, an original track, or you can just pay for licensing, which that price range does change based on your projected like income with the film. As a freelancer, we don't really project to make any money, so the prices tend to be much lower for a licensing fee for a freelance project. If you are a big budget, it could be a rather large price.
And definitely, if you even know artists, Like, cause I live in Atlanta, so there's a lot of artists here. I know a lot of music people, so if you can have them, they want to use their music inside a film. Definitely take that opportunity, and if it can fit somewhere, make it fit. And 9 out of 10, it's gonna be for free because they want their music out, and that's help marketing them. And a lot of times, if they have music and they actually have it out like on a platform, they already have the copyrights and everything done. So that way, who you can go to. All right, now I have to go to this person because they had to get copyrights from this person. At least you'll know exactly where to go to get the copyright permission to use it in your film.
Yeah, and one of the last and most important things, once you have all of this paperwork in place and your film is good to go, well, now comes the chance for profits. Somebody likes your film. They would like to purchase the rights to, show your film or, buy your film. Well, this is where things can get a little iffy. You want to make sure that you don't get screwed on these kinds of deals. You always want to keep rights to your film. You never want to give away 100% ownership because that's easy. Even if they offer you $1 million for 100% ownership, I would decline that. I would much rather take a percentage of profits or a percentage of ownership of the film permanently, because the potential that the film could make is much larger than that initial $1 million. If they're offering you $1 million,
Right.
they think it's going to make a lot more.
Right. Because they're in the business of making money. So they're offering you $1 million. You can think about 10, 15 that they know that they can get. So definitely don't sell out and sell all your rights just because they offer you a lot of money. It's not worth it. And if they want it and they give you $1 million, that means somebody else probably wanted it as well. So just wait it out. Thank you for listening to BrayBerry Podcast. See you at the next one.